Hi everyone, welcome to Kelly's Creative Dream Studios, and today is Junk Journal Friday, which means we are in a premiere. If you are here at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on June 2nd, we are in the chat room right next door. Come say hello. Otherwise, leave me a comment down below. Let me know where you're watching from. I was going to do a live today, and I had planned on, because I'd planned on being at the hotel today, checking out today. But Monday, my black cat, Spirit, started not feeling well. And he's my 19-year-old baby cat. I couldn't leave him. So my solo writing retreat for the week went out the window. And I've spent the week here at home doing stuff instead, which means I didn't have the bandwidth to do a live. So I'm recording a premiere for us to watch instead. And because I planned on doing a live, I had something set up of what I was going to talk about today, but not everything. So first off, I want to talk about social media. If you are on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, anything on social media, and here on YouTube, it's about being social. Would you go to a party or to a conference, stand in the corner and not network, not talk to people? If you do, if that's what you do, why go? The idea of social is to interact. And I'm not talking about just my channel. I see it all across the board. There may or may not be thumbs up or thumbs down that match the views. There may be thumbs up and no comments. If you're on Facebook, I see lots of likes, but no interaction. No saying, that's cool, I like that, how'd you do that? Anything. You need to be having a conversation with people. And so whether you leave something in a comment, you would expect them to do that on your channel and on your Facebook page. So let's do the same with other people, okay? Stop and think. Is this how I would want people to react to what I do? If the answer is no, then change how you are reacting so that others will also react. It's a give and take thing, and we're here to communicate. We're not here just to zip through the Ethernet, okay? Okay, so that's my little soapbox for this week. I've been wanting to say that for weeks. Okay, the other thing is, I know you've seen bits and pieces of what I've been working on. Also, I have a new light. So you may get shadows from the side, but hopefully not as bad in the center. I'm going to play with it yet, but I'm getting there. If I bring my little lamps back in, it darkens it up really bad. So, and I'm not sure it makes any difference. My teal lamps may be just for when I'm working and not for filming, because they're teal and I like them. So, okay, so what I've been working on, I've taken part in some challenges. First off, you know that I've been working on my color challenge for the month of June, which is all kinds of cool springy colors. And I had, there it is, summer colors, sunshine, seawater teals and blues and corals, and that's what we're working with for the month of June. And I had this paper pumpkin wildflower wishes that fell right into the colors. So I've been working with this one. Oh, and there's some vellum pieces in there I forgot were part of that kit. I didn't even show them the other day. Won't that make a cool stencil before I take those leaves out? I have to play with that. That may be coming up in a very quick video. So what I did was I took the pieces from this kit and I used them to make slides for Kara Brandon Creations Week 3 challenge to do. We were doing small pieces of elements. Mini elements, I think is what she called them. Mini elements. So I used the flowers, I used some brads, I used some Tim Holtz stickers, And I used the specimen slide die from Spectrum Art Creations. Now, I did not have, of all my stamps that I have, at least that I know of, that's buried in my corner, I did not have a number stamp, but you know what? Spectrum Art Creations has one. So, I have that one on order. It will be here. And I will link it down below so you can, I know they don't have a lot of them, so I'm going to link that down below. So this was one of the things that I played with. Then I also used the paper pad that I chose for another one of Kara's, which was to make page tabs. Let's see, this one goes over here. And so I used my page tab punch and the papers from both the card and from the paper pad I'm working with from Stampin' Up. Added bulb pins and charms. And now I have page tabs for my my June journal. So those are done. Now, this particular charm, if you look on the back, has more of a brass tone to it. So I went across it and colored it with a Stampin' Blends alcohol marker and gave it more green and less copperish colored. So we had those. We had to do 5 of things. And then I used, week 1 was to make ATC coins, and I made these. And if you're an Alice lover, these will get used in my Alice in Wonderland journal. But I started with, bits and pieces that I'm going to use for other things in my Alice journal. I started with this paper pad from Spectrum Art Creations, Tea Party, Alice's Tea Party. It's from Memory Place. And I've already ordered a second one, so I have more of those coming in. But there's some really cool pieces in there. There's more cutouts, lots of mini cutouts, some great backgrounds to work with. So I'll have those. And I used the cut aparts, and the first thing I did was, and you saw me work with these, I believe, the background circles were cut from leftover backup. I did more of the pull sticks that we are going to use this month, and when I got these done I had extra paint left, so I just brushed it across some watercolor paper, and when it dried I went through and I cut these circles out. And then I used this Spectrum Art Creations stencil. Now this is their stencil. It's not a Ciao Bella, it's not a Tim Holtz. It is a Spectrum Art original stencil. And I just used this little top here that looked almost like a lotus flower, and stenciled it with Stamperia cream paste on the top. Let it dry. This Life is Beautiful was from an Eastern Beauty a retired stamp set called Eastern Beauty. And then I brought in a little bit of lace and my cutouts from the Alice's Tea Party. So that was what I worked with last week. I have been having so much fun actually getting to play again. Now this week, we're going to have a new challenge on Wednesday for our color challenge. I'm also going to be doing, I'm going to try playing in Natalie's Line Dot Arrow challenge. She has a Teacups and Fairies digital in her shop, and if you don't have it, you might want to grab it. Excuse me, I have it linked down below. Also, if you're not a member of her Facebook group, come join us, because every week she posts, most every week, she posts a free digital that you can use. Now this month, every week she's going to give us something that is going to coordinate, that is going to coordinate with her Teacups and Fairies digital kits. And the neat thing about Natalie's is when you do the challenges, if you use the freebies, your name goes into a drawing once. If you use the actual purchase digital, then your name goes into a drawing twice, I believe. And I'll link her description. I'll list her information video down below. Go check it out. And then at the end of the month, she uses the randomizer wheel to pull names from people who have participated to get 3 digitals. One person will get 3 digitals, one person will get 2 digitals, and one person will get 1 digital. So it's a neat way to pick up free digitals, plus play with some really pretty products. And her teacups and fairies is one of my favorites. And the reason I'm participating is because I've been collecting to do a fairies journal. And so the pieces that I make for Natalie's challenge this month are going to fit perfectly in there. Hi, Tabitha. My tabby kitty's nose is just a little bit out of joint. We have had a new cat venture into our yard. I've dubbed her Fluffy. We don't know, she's very skittish. You step outside and she books. But she'll talk to me through the window. She is a vanilla colored, very fluffy kitty with caramel highlights. So pretty. So, did we want another cat around here? No. But Mother Nature brings me things for a reason. Like the turtle that got a bath this morning. I thought my turtles were all on their own for the summer, and I went to dump Honeybee's water bucket this morning, and I just drenched a big box turtle. He just kind of looked at me like, what the heck? So, yeah, so we have a new semi-member to the family, and I've dubbed her Fluffy, and while Bob is not totally for the idea, I've told him she will be an outside cat. I just have to figure out a way to feed her away from my bird feeding area and where my chipmunk eats, because the reason Tabby became an inside cat is because birds are friends, not food. Chipmunks are friends, not food. And Tabby killed one of my chipmunks, so she has not been allowed back outside since. I realize some will say it's, it's a nature circle of life thing, but no, not in my yard, it's not, sorry. My yard is a nature preserve. If I could protect all the deer and the bear and the turtles and everything else that wander through my yard, I would gladly do that. Let's see, what else is going on? Bob leaves he leaves Wednesday. Normally he would leave Tuesday to be at work on Wednesday if he was working in Chicago. But starting this week, he will be working a little closer to home, only a 2.5-hour drive. So he will get out of here early Wednesday morning, which means dark 30 for me, to make the 2.5-hour drive to work in a harbor he's not familiar with some people he's not familiar with. There's going to be a couple from his other location that are coming down to work in Cairo, but and he doesn't do change very well, so he's a little apprehensive. So when he leaves, he's only going to be 2.5 hours from home instead of 8, and I'm thrilled about that. The other thing is I am in the process of emptying out the filming corner yet again, because I want to rearrange how I have some things. You put things in place and you play with them for a little bit and you realize that's not going to work. You need to switch things up a little bit. So that's what I'm doing this week. I moved 12 more photo boxes of rubber stamps, rubber and polymer, to the living room out of my way, and I'm rearranging this shelf in front of me to make things easier to access, not have things sitting on the floor, because that was the whole point of putting the cubicles in here. But then I'm still wound up putting stuff down on the floor and making it difficult to get to the cubicles. So we're working on that. And if I can make it work, I will post a picture at the end of this video showing you what it looked like before I started this morning, which is Thursday as I'm recording. So, and then hopefully in the next week I'll have it moved around and I can show you what I wound up with. I'm trying to get it to a point where Tabby can sit over in the window, not up here on the desk where I'm working or trying to work, but she is such a mama's girl, aren't you? She is the kitty that we found out has feline leukemia, so she pretty much gets to do what she wants. We spoil her rotten, don't we? She's a gray tabby. Go walk in the picture and say hello. Come here. Come here. Come say hello. You want to be up here, be on camera. Say hello. Here I is. She's my girl. So I'm in the process of moving this around. I have a clothes basket of stuff from Spectrum Art Creations. Don't knock the lamp off, Tabitha. I know it's yours, but don't knock it off. That I want to put into ephemera booklets and have up here where I can get to them, not on the floor in a basket in my way. Come on, move, baby. So that's my project for this week. Saturday, since I didn't get my week-long writing thing, I'm going to run away on Saturday, which is tomorrow, and spend the whole day sitting in a coffee shop, working in my planners, and in the afternoon, taking part in the Spectrum Art Creations online live sale, which will begin at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we will run till about 5 hours. She sells approximately 60 items that we spend our money on. So that's where you'll find me tomorrow, or on Saturday. Well, yeah, tomorrow for you as you're watching this. So, in the meantime, I hope you're crafting. Oh, somebody had asked, they didn't quite understand our challenge, our monthly challenge. So let me pull this back up really quick and go over the rules. There is one rule. Use at least 3 of the 4 colors in your project. I don't care what you make. It's not a journal. It's not, you must do this, you must do this many of this. That's not what it's about. The idea is use the colors as a inspiration for any project using any of your tools, any of your papers, any of your supplies, and just make something that makes you happy. I don't care if it's a mixed media, if it's a watercolor, if you do a journal, if you just do ephemera pieces, it doesn't matter. I want you to just play with your toys. The only requirement is you must use at least 3 of the 4 colors in your project, and please post them in the Facebook group. Let us know what you're working on. I hate to be the only one posting projects, so come on. Jump in, be social, and show us what you're working on. In the meantime, I hope you'll remember to check out the links I'm leaving below for Natalie at Line.Arrow. Remember to like, share, subscribe, and comment down below. And I will see you back here on Monday for our next Memory Decks Monday. Creative blessings.